Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. Turn that to lights on. Hey, well, good evening. Good Saturday evening. Today is the 20th of the 7th, 2024. I want to thank you so much for joining me on Talk and Sip Saturday night, which is a great night as well. And was out a while ago doing some things with my church. But yeah, let's start with a good evening. I want to thank everyone for coming. Some those who are joining on YouTube, those joining on Facebook, joining on TikTok, and joining on Instagram as well. You may see the topic which I've posted there, and the topic is in internet we put our trust. And I have some discussion about the Olympics, and I'm going to talk this gentleman called Paul Blackwood Hart. So hopefully, I'll get him on tonight. We'll try to get him on. What should I say, on Thursday night? He's here in the UK doing an exhibition, and the exhibition is about his artistic work, which he's doing, and of course, some of his paintings are at the Jamaica High Commission. So yeah, we'll have a chat with him specifically to his craft. I know Jamaicans are excelling all over the world in doing different things. And of course, as Saturday night, I'll ask you what you're drinking on this Saturday night. And I'm drinking, I was gonna say I'm drinking Red Bull, but not Red Bull, just strictly water really. And possibly if anything, I may have uh, a glass of wine. You can tell me what you're drinking. Tell me what you're drinking as well. And it's very interesting as to what took place a few days ago. But let me just bring in Herbert as well. Let me just bring in Herbert here. Hey, good evening, boss. How are you doing?
Good evening, how are you?
I'm cool in the Malibu. Can't complain.
That's right.
It's another Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Um, what are you drinking tonight? What are you drinking
I'm
tonight?
just having a hot drink and then see what happens after that.
So
Like
like
they
you
say,
see,
like,
you're gonna say you're gonna have a hot drink and then go to your bed.
like they say in Jamaica, bust the gas.
A hot drink and go to your bed or something like
No,
that.
no, 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 no. No.
you know, I was looking at something the other day, and maybe O'Neill may come in and speak to this if anything. I have the topic there in internet we put our trust, and I think it's CrowdStrike. Is it CrowdStrike or something like that? There was you're in the airport business.
Yeah,
What is were they impacted?
yeah, that's an understatement.
They were fully impacted.
Yeah, yeah. Impacted was an understatement. If you know Gatwick well, the South Terminal, they had queues going out onto the road.
Queues going out onto the road.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What was that? What, they couldn't find the people
No,
information or so?
no. The system crashed.
System crash. So
So
people, yeah, go
pe-
on. Yeah.
not very much computers were working.
So people could not check in and all them sort
So
of things. That we're saying.
the self checking wasn't working.
Mm,
The 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 kiosk wasn't working altogether. Maybe about 5-10% out of all available kiosks were in service at any
yeah.
one time.
I mean, questions were asked if it was a hack or something suspicious or so,
It was a virus.
but it was not a virus maliciously. It was like a virus because viruses come and so like
Yeah,
that, but they're changing
yeah.
things over.
Yeah, I don't know if it was malicious or it was wherever it was, but it had an impact across the world. I was speaking with an individual in Grand Cayman, and they
Yeah,
were impacted. The banks, the government system, the airport was shut down. No, banks were closed because people couldn't get no money out. People couldn't put no money in.
yes,
People that were meant to be paid this weekend they don't have to wait until Monday to be paid
yeah,
because everything is done by interlink banking.
yeah.
So it had it had its effect across the world.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, because what is a CrowdStrike is a cybersecurity technology company known for its, what should I say, its endpoint protection solution, which use artificial intelligence and
Mm,
machine learning to detect, prevent, and respond to security threats in real time.
hmm.
You know, um, it makes you wonder though. What about the backup? What about the backup plans? Or so there's no backup plans in these things. It's like,
Well, it, if if you have a strike of this magnitude,
mm,
well, all your backup and you every backup system that you have will be affected too.
mm,
Because the backup system, and maybe O'Neill will be able to shed light on it. The backup system was not made to come and serve when the frontline system is gone.
uh,
The backup is only for when you have a minor problem. You come in and do its thing, and maybe
mm,
that's why it's called a backup, to
yeah,
assist in the event of. Because
yeah.
NHS will be affected come Monday morning.
NHS.
Yeah, NHS, yeah.
You mean to say the impact of it is still going on there?
Yeah, even today it was still happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the link isn't up for StreamYard? Somebody says, Silver, why the link isn't up for StreamYard? What is that, Michelle? Tell me what that is. O'Neill, what's up, buddy? What's that?
I'm good.
What's
I
going on?
good. How you doing, her? You
Yeah,
all
I'm
good?
I'm good. I'm good. What you drinking today? I'm
I'm,
drinking.
I'm
What's that?
drinking some sorrel today.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's sorry.
Yeah,
I
That's
cannot
a
figure
very
that was that was what you're drinking. I saw it.
yeah,
uh,
Yeah.
sorrel.
They say Silver no you say them things. Silver never plant solo no watch it.
You say, what you know, have no
No,
sorrel?
no.
Oh,
Them no
no.
have the land to plant no sorrow down there.
Exactly. I'll be a beach them have, so no
Yeah,
land.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
depend
You
on
can't plant sorrow for
Manchester,
sand.
St.
yeah.
Elizabeth. They might have some cattle or some cow, but that's about it.
And those got there by questionable circumstances.
Mm. O'Neill, are you? We're talking about this crowd strike thing there, and I was saying, is it something malicious
No,
or,
it's not.
or
So, I'm gonna just read the statement from CrowdStrike.
yeah,
It says CrowdStrike is actively assisting customers affected by a defect in a recent content update for Windows hosts. Mac and Linux hosts were not impacted. The issue has been identified and isolated, and a fix has been deployed. This was not a cyber attack.
Mm.
mm,
And
mm,
say customers are advised to check the support portal for updates. We will also continue to provide the latest information here and on our blog as it's available. We recommend organization verify they're communicating with CrowdStrike represented through official channel. So
uh,
it's a glitch. So um, I'll equate to you remember Symantec. So you
Yeah, yeah,
have a Symantec antivirus on your computer and
yes,
you get updates. So
mm,
CrowdStrike provide sort of cyber services to a large sort of public and private sector. And
yes,
one of the push that they did maybe 2 days ago, there was a glitch, and it caused
yeah.
some issues in Windows host machines.
Hmm.
Um, and it
Hey, Michelle, how
impacted
are
it.
you? Hi, Michelle.
Oh, I'm fine. How's everyone doing?
Michelle,
Doing
you
good,
good?
Good,
doing
good.
good. So
Yeah.
it impact airlines, banks, etc. But it's coming back up. And then there's certain service that you couldn't get, but it's not cyber related. But it just tells you the question begs in critical industries such as airline, in the healthcare industry, to make sure you have the proper redundancy and resiliency, so when things like this happen you could go to your backup, right? So
Mm,
it's just a matter of, there's a lot of companies that deploy depend on cloud, which is super resilient and super trustworthy, but like anything, you always have glitch once in a while. So you just have to make sure you architect the proper uh, infrastructure in place just in the event. So I'll give you an example. Years ago, this was 92 or 93, I think, when the first World Trade Center was attacked.
Yes.
The Nasdaq hosted a lot of their solution there, and what they did after that is actually went to New Jersey and created a separate site. So when 9/11 happened, that one of the reasons that they were back up the next day, because they had a resilient infrastructure in place. So that's what a lot of corporation has to do.
Yeah. Michelle, what's your take on this crowd strike?
Well,
And
here in Florida, we've had a bad storm, and my lights went out. The same time, the next day was when all of this happened. But
mm,
all I have to say, this is
I know you're
just the
gonna say
beginning. This is just the beginning.
beginning
That's
of what,
it.
Michelle?
And that's all I'm gonna say. That this is just the beginning. All
But,
this AI and all this stuff is just the beginning. As a matter of fact, my a cousin of mine just flew into England yesterday, to London yesterday,
Mm,
and he didn't even have he's stuck in the house because his luggage didn't come.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of luggage is left at the airport. People went on vacation, and they had to be writing the tickets out. Not, the tickets had to be handwritten and
how
all
about
that kind of
airport
stuff.
in America?
Newark, yeah, Newark
Yeah,
Airport,
Okay.
there was some airport that were impact. It's not just in the
yeah,
U.S.
and
Um,
even the supermarkets here too.
yeah,
Um, yeah, the registered, like if you go for self check, it wasn't working.
yeah.
So
So
it was anybody that is on Microsoft. You know, it affected.
yeah, it's Microsoft hosted
Yeah, the
servers.
Microsoft house. It was
Yeah.
like they were trying to put in what a new security system, and
No, it wasn't a new security. They were just put in a typical routine patch, and there was a glitch in the patch
Oh, okay.
itself. That's what's caused it, and it impacted several industries such as airlines. But there's a couple of airlines that weren't impacted, such as Southwest. Southwest was able to carry on. I think United was impacted. Our American
Yeah,
Airlines
because it
were
was
impacted.
United that he took. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
because you're not able to check in folks for a while.
Hmm.
So because you had to reboot the system and then bring them back up. So it took some time.
Hmm.
What are we saying then? And let's talk about the internet and the reliance on internet and the reliance on the networks. Is that all of these are so interlinked that in case if there's any patch or any uh glitch, it just wipe out a lot of things at the same time. What about the backup plans? You know?
I wouldn't say wipeout. I think in
Yeah.
this case, what you're seeing is that there's one company that a swath of industry is relying on because they're really good at what they do, right? They're really good at what they do. And I think that's why a lot of companies rely on their services. So the
Mm,
question, if I am sitting behind a table of one of these major corporations, then I'm thinking, okay, how do I build resiliency into our system? And I
yeah.
might now be able to say, you know what, I'm not going to only depend on one capability. I'm going to add a redundancy. So in the event something like this happen, I'm
Yeah.
able to sort of switch the backup. And then how do we architect a system like, for example, if you're in the airport system, how can I carry on when sort of the servers are down? So you might need some local cache and host so you
Mm,
could do tickets, and then when the system comes back on, you're able
yeah.
to continue to sync the two systems together. That's how I would look at it.
But
Well,
the,
I'm coming up with my conspiracy theory, and y'all could call me that if y'all want to, but this is not. This is just the beginning. That's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't say that. I
the
wouldn't, Michelle. I wouldn't say that because there are glitches in any system. No system is perfect. The question becomes how you build sort of redundancy. We had when was it last year? You had some glitches. So you always have glitches. Whether you have system on-prem, meaning you're managing your entire infrastructure, or you're dependent on cloud service providers. You're always going to have, nothing is 100% foolproof,
That's
and that's why
right.
you have to build the redundancy in your architecture in the event of systems like this. But this is something that sometimes is costly because you have to run sort of two systems, in parallel in the event. But sometimes that's the cost, especially when you're in critical industries.
Yeah.
You might have to do that.
Someone,
I
someone,
mean,
think,
that was dangerous. That
yes.
was dangerous as hell because the planes could be up in the air and you know, how many planes they had to ground? They even where was it? France or someplace said that they couldn't take any more planes being
Yeah,
grounded there.
yeah, they had to ground them because the
Yeah.
air traffic controllers
Yeah, that
depend
was and that's
on
dangerous.
on um on instant movements on the
Mhm.
internet. Now,
Yes.
with the absence of that, they have to think safety.
Yeah.
Even though the runway may be clear in front of them,
Mm.
they cannot say to the pilot, "Yeah, go ahead, take off."
Right. No.
Right? They
Mm-mm.
have to think safety. But as people who we are today, we just want to get to where we're going from point A to point B without thinking about the general safety of everybody else that is traveling,
Mhm.
right? So it's good that air traffic controllers, they do have the ability to shut the system down if anything seems like it's not going according to plan,
Mm.
right? Not all not all members of the traveling public are going to be pleased because to them they should be able to pull the rabbit out of the hat and make things work,
Mm.
right? But things happen, and the more things happen, the more we learn from it. Because what if the airline industry or other industries were dependent upon a cash-based system? Would that
Mm.
still be they would still be overwhelmed because people couldn't get to the cash point to get cash to go buy what they want to buy.
Yeah.
That's how
And
come people have to
yeah.
stop and start carrying cash on them. I
Yeah.
carry cash on me all the time.
Yeah. I
Some
think
people,
also,
them not have no cash.
yeah.
Me still
Uh,
old fashioned. Me still carry my cash for me.
yeah.
Mm.
And I think also, because the airline scheduling systems are so tightly wound and connected,
Yeah,
just one thing will impact the entire
it,
system,
just
right?
one thing.
Just one thing. And just remember, there's a percentage, I think I saw something where, um, and if you're impacted, it's tough, but it's not 100% of flights were impacted. I think United had 8%, American Airlines, I forgot the number, but it's just that it's such a tightly wound system.
Yeah,
Takeoff, landing, right? Deplane, right? So there's a whole system that, to your point, Herbert, is that if one thing happened, you have to figure out the ripple effect. And I think one of the thing I suspect why, and I don't know, but I'm just theorizing why Southwest was able to sort of keep flying. If you recall, when was it, 2 years ago? They had
Mm.
a massive sort of outage, and I think they put
yes,
some
yeah, yeah, yeah,
system,
yeah,
right,
Yes, yes, yes.
right. And I
yeah,
think what they did, they look end to end and able to put some systems in place that when something like this, they had experienced that, so they put sort of the
yeah,
redundant. And I suspect every airline, every industry that is impacted, they're going to architect their system in a way
yeah.
that in the event such as
In the
outage
event
like
of,
this, yeah, you're going to have stuff like
But
yeah,
this.
the thing about it is that it's not only the airlines alone that was impacted by this. It was
Yeah.
no,
my supermarket, the banking system, even 911 was
But
knocked
that's what
out
I'm
over
saying.
this.
Industries. I'm saying airline and
Mm.
other industries will
Oh,
have to
okay.
build in redundancy system, to be able to, weather something like this in the future.
So Michelle, you're saying something, and I'm not going to say you're a conspiracy theorist, but you got a different viewpoint. Someone
Yep.
said a while ago on TikTok, what they said. I agree. This is just the beginning.
Yep.
And when you say beginning, if you break that down, when you say big, you said you didn't want to say more,
This
but
is just a
what
small thing for what's to come.
when you say
What
what?
happened? What's happening now is just a small thing for what's gonna really come.
Elaborate
with
on that,
with
Michelle.
these system with all what's going on. It's just this. I'm just that's all I'm gonna say right now.
Mm,
Well,
mm.
I think
This
if
is
the
just the
I think
beginning, and
I
and I'm not
everybody.
the one that talk about it's revelation time. No, me not them kind of. But me I tell you, I just the beginning.
Yeah, I think
This is just a small thing for right now. What's to come?
I think everybody's gonna have a perspective, but as
Yeah,
someone who is deeply entrenched in this industry and people talk about AI running rogue and stuff like that, I don't pay attention to that conspiracy theory because I know how the system works. In this case, it was a simple glitch. We've seen them. If you're in tech or IT, you've seen this. This is nothing new. It's just that with system now more connected, you're
yeah,
seeing much more of a ripple effect. Before,
But
when you had your own data center and you're providing your own services, if that's the case, you won't have this contagion. Now, when you depend on sort of a cloud system, you see this start by impact. But I'm not one of
Anil,
those who thinks that AI system is gonna come take us or take over our system.
if
It's
mm,
Yeah,
if
well,
if, if
you got to
for
think. I think
suppose
about that because right now, all Alexis have feelings. You talk to Alexis right now, Alexis have feelings.
so
Alexis.
Michelle, I would say
Okay? You
for
talk to
someone who
Alexis, I hear Alexis have feelings
nah,
now.
no, so that's what I'm saying. This is something that I do for a living. So when you could call it feeling, but there's no AI system that has feelings. Let me just be
all
clear.
right
Alexis, I talk
for
back to you a
for
certain way where you
for
can't tell,
people
like a
who
human.
Only, I mean, Herbert, go on. What are you saying here?
for people who follow Formula One,
Mm,
it's a regular occurrence when a driver is out there and their system fail.
Yes,
It's a regular occurrence,
perfect example.
uh,
Good example, Herbert.
right? So things happen,
mm,
right? The pandemic came, we had to reset and reboot. This
mm,
happened over the past couple of years. We have to reset and reboot,
mm.
right? So
A
I wouldn't,
pandemic.
I wouldn't go as far as to say something sinister
Yeah.
is happening or is about to happen. I mean, people buy computers and download
Patches.
software
Yeah, virus
patches, they crash.
patches. Yeah.
So even your mobile phones pick up viruses.
Well, I must say though that you know, few thing which has happened over the few days or so has created a lot of people with two different sides talking about conspiracy plans and all those sort of things. Somebody just said this was just a test run. Somebody saw the shooting of Donald Trump. Some are saying that it was a fake and it was a plan and it's a setup and organize it. So I guess we're in this world now whereby there's so many different trust and conspiracy theorists,
Listen,
which with everything that they see now, they start to assess it in different ways depending on which side you are. Is that what you're saying?
uh,
We can't trust them. Come on. You can't trust these people, the government. You cannot trust them. Come
Uh,
on. These people plan these things from where ahead. They know what they're going to do, how they're setting up, and all of that. You cannot trust them.
no, Michelle, I
This
don't
this
agree with
this
you.
I
pandemic, me not care where you want to say, O'Neill, or whoever is speaking right now, you
I don't
cannot
agree
trust
with
these government. They have their plans. Okay, them have them plan. Them know what them are do.
only that you scratch your head.
All right,
you.
them know what they're doing. All right, like somebody said, this is just a test run.
Mm,
That's all I
I
have to say.
remember a few months ago, a coworker said to me that people are going up into the atmosphere, into the sky,
yes.
to make false cloud. Even show me images, say they call it chemtrail. And I had to say to him, man, look, man, if you find someone going that far up in space to make false cloud, you show me him because
Mm,
I want to do what he is doing too.
yeah.
So no matter what happened in 2024,
Mm,
there's always people who comes up with some conspiracy theory, right? If we go back to the 1980s when we had polio and all those diseases,
yeah.
people weren't quick to talk about conspiracy theories because we had no internet. Now the internet is around. The world has created a lot more idiots than what we had back in the 80s and 70s
Uh,
because everybody jump on their mobile phones, jump on their computers, and they've become some kind of an expert at whatever they want to try and talk about to convince people that these things are happening.
Yeah.
But Herbert, come
Yes,
on now. Even with polio, if you go back into history and you read and you see what really transpired, you wouldn't even be saying what you're saying, Herbert. I just don't know. Listen, this
explain
is the
that.
time that we're in, and I'm gonna just say, in every
Explain
conspiracy theory, there's a truth to it.
it.
You know, the interesting thing, you know, everyone is
From
going
a
to have
set of
their,
government plan, this epidemic that happened to us, they don't care about the human beings. It's all about some kind. I don't know what's bigger or what is, but these. Only you're living in the United States. You see all of the court case that's going on with this virus, with this pandemic that came out. All of what them do, all with the vaccine and everything. What they said to us, and now it's all a backfire. It was a plan. Come on.
mm,
How could I trust a government
you
like
know,
that? I can't
the
trust a
thing,
government.
the thing is that, you know, my perspective, if I don't have facts about something, I'm not gonna,
And you're not talking about it.
right. I don't talk about it.
Right,
The
but you
thing that
have
I was,
doctors that's talking about this
yeah, you have
thing.
a lot of doctors.
Yeah, you
Every
have a lot of
person's,
doctors and people that lost their jobs for all of this just
yeah,
because this is what the government,
yeah,
set in
but
motion for happen.
But
I
not all
don't.
doctors are created
There's
equal.
so the one thing I would say, there's no evidence out there. There's none whatsoever that I have seen, and I haven't seen any that says a government planned this. There's none. So
Yeah.
we should stop perpetrate
yeah.
things
Yeah.
that we have no facts about. Right? It's a pandemic. It happened. Right? I don't know
It's a
who planned it.
pandemic and it
Whatever is
happened.
like. Well, you could say that, but I have no
Yeah,
evidence.
because
I have
the
no
the the, the
evidence.
pharmacists, the whole pharmaceutical company, they came out and said they um them thing them they know from the beginning that it wouldn't stop the virus, and it made people sicker. They
Mm.
came out with it. They're in court right now, O'Neill.
Uh,
Come on.
I haven't seen anything, so I can't speak to
Oh
it.
well, I'm watching it. I watch it.
I think there's two things here, and O'Neill's mentioned something there about being fact sensitive as to what are the facts, you know, and the fact in this particular case, according to what O'Neill said and what I'm somewhat reading, is that this was a glitch
So,
in this.
so here's the thing. Sorry, there.
Mm,
The interesting thing, right? Um, it's only 1% of computers that were impacted. 1%.
yeah,
So if this was a planned event, they were pretty precise, right?
yeah,
It was a logic error. It was a logic glitch that impacted a certain version of Windows, and only 1% of the computers were impacted. Now, the same thing in the airline. It's not every airline flight were impacted, just a certain percentage. We just talked about the fact that Southwest wasn't impacted. If you're running on a Mac or a Linux system, you weren't impacted.
mm,
So I think we have to speak fact. We have to speak facts when we're talking and people are listening, because this is how conspiracy theories spread,
yeah,
Correct. We
right?
live in
Is
a
that
fact-based
you got to
society
make it
now.
fact based, because it's only 1% of the systems impacted. So We got to be fact based and not spread these conspiracy theory. This is a industry that I'm really deep and part of, so I could tell you what the facts are. There's
Yeah.
no nefarious thing here. It was a logic error, a logic glitch.
Mm.
And we have this from time to time.
Yeah.
The question that we have to ask ourselves, in industries such as airline, they need to build better resiliency and redundancy systems in place and architect systems that in the event we have these glitches, they could continue to operate and serve the public.
So you're talking like a fallback plan, if anything, a fall.
Exactly. It
Yes.
Yeah.
served us no,
Okay.
it served the public no well for us to get into this
Yeah.
conspiracy
It's
theory and
it's
stuff.
just like
Can I just say hi to Rosemary Francis, who is here? Rosemary, how are you doing?
Hello, hello, hello,
hello Rose.
gentlemen. How are you?
Hi,
Hello,
Rose.
Silver.
Good.
Guten
Yeah,
Tag. Guten Tag or guten
Hi.
Abend.
Uh,
it's
Guten Abend.
just like you have your backup system with your main power supply and your solar system with your solar batteries. So if the main grid goes down because of what people have experienced in the past years and decades,
Mm.
the backup system comes up. And that's how the hospitals, some hospitals are run
Yeah.
with a backup generator system. Um, Universities have their own backup system
Yeah.
because they know that they're prone to power outages.
Yeah.
Someone driving their car hit a light pole, power you lose power for a whole night or a couple of days because the work crew must come out to replace that light pole.
Let me ask Rosemary. Rosemary, in Germany, were you guys impacted by the fallout in the internet, the crowd strike?
Yes, stillborn. However, I have been so busy with what's going on with our Olympians here in
Yes.
Stuttgart and quite a few other things that I've not been able to get. I cannot comment in
So you
any
weren't impacted then. Life went
way.
on.
Like I mean I was still able to send emails and so on, but I think through businesses and so on,
Mm.
yes, there was a big fallout, of course. I was even told by a colleague tonight who is in Stuttgart, who has checked into her hotel room but could not get parking because the hotel reservation systems were affected by that fallout. So it's quite a number of things have been affected, yes.
But before we move on from this one here, just one question is: do we believe that the level of reliance on internet and cyber stuff, the cloud, and those things? Because if your Yahoo or your Gmail is going
Need you on.
it's so much space, they say, "Oh, you need to get cloud. You need to get cloud." And even when I delete a lot of my Gmail spam emails, it hasn't moved. It's like they're trying to force you to actually tap into that area. I don't like the cloud.
Yes, yes,
I mean, I
yes.
don't like cloud on you know.
That's what's happening to me too. We keep on saying that to on my phone as well, Silburn,
Yeah.
about for us to buy and all that kind of stuff.
Silver, let's look
Yeah.
at it this way.
Mm.
Hadn't it been for the internet, right?
I did, so I did not mean for the internet.
Yeah.
Is that what- yeah. Yes.
Hadn't it, if it wasn't for the internet, O'Neill, Michelle, Rosemary, we could not be on the same platform tonight,
Connected.
right?
Mm.
Had it not been for the internet, we would still be paying exorbitant fees or cost in arranging overseas meeting because we had to fly.
Mm.
And that's why the Concorde went out of service because people stopped flying from London to New York and back in the same day for meetings.
Mm.
Now, when we had emails and all that, right? So we have to look at what the internet has provided us with over the past 20, 25 years.
Well, I guess like everything else, right? You have the bad and you're good to it, right?
Mm.
Because right now with the internet, the kids are not thinking like how we used to think years ago. The
Mm.
kids them can't remember numbers no more. We usually couldn't take a telephone number or remember our telephone numbers.
I still
You think
remember
the kids them
my
can't do that no more?
yeah.
The kids them don't even know if to go in a library and look through the catalog
Mm,
in a library because it's all this internet stuff.
mm.
Okay, I have a grandson that he's well, and I have to be telling him he's 12, and I got to be telling him put that doggone iPod down, put it down, and go outside.
Yes, yes. Or
It's just a different generation. I can't go outside and make a wood fire. You know, my grandmother used to make wood fire, but if you ask me to make a wood fire, I probably can't make a wood fire because technology has evolved. And
Man,
you
you were
know,
not
when
raised that way, man. You're a wild fowl, man. That is a common fowl.
I've not heard that term in such a long time.
But you know, it's
Yeah,
some
we
of that.
understand that. That what our parents used to do, we probably can't do it. But I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about just the brain alone. Our
mm.
brain,
You
how
said
the
it takes
young
brain to build a
people,
wood
them
fire.
brain
What are you
are
talking about?
functional. Eh?
It takes brain to build a wood fire because you have to build it so the fire can burn.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm just
And there's a formula. There's a formula, isn't it?
That's right.
But
Now there you
Rosemary
yeah.
go.
was saying something. Rosemary, you were saying something.
Well,
Rosemary.
right now
that,
you
that
can go up on TikTok, O'Neill, and it will show you off a bill on fire out there. So,
See, I don't have TikTok. A good thing.
or
Rose, Rose, Rose.
just
Sorry,
go on what is this we on? The YouTube and
we're
just
on the
type it
internet.
in.
We're
They'll
on the
tell you
internet, as Corey,
how to go
said.
outside and build a doggone fire out
As,
there.
as, as Corey said, we're on the internet. But Rosemary, you're saying something. Rosemary,
no,
sorry.
thanks, Silbert. No, I wanted to interject and to say that I have been here in Germany. I've realized that a lot of the things that we used to do and enjoy as children, these are prohibited here, and it's primarily on a basis of safety. Because, for example, how many of us used to sit in the back of a Toyota van and our uncle's driver down to the beach, and
That's
nobody
right.
know how to belt on, nobody. And we all used to even draw the brakes so that we could all fall inside of each other. How irresponsible would that be seen now? Or when you ride a bicycle without a helmet, these are all these safety issues, of course.
Oh please,
Going
ride a
back
bicycle
to
without a helmet. What is that? That's just get the pit of them afraid now, afraid. Toughness now. Ride a bike without the doggone helmet. It's just
Yeah.
the fact that it's just the fact that the way the world the way society is right now, that back in Jamaica, what we just do? You know somebody and them you hop a ride when you come from school. You
Boomerang,
just
the
jump in
boom
a
ride,
car
the boom ride.
the, boom,
and you
the
get home.
boomerang,
You
the
get home.
boomerang.
Nobody not take away. But no, with all the craziness now, yeah, you gotta be you gotta watch out. But it's still the internet is still letting the kids them get inactive. They're not
Well,
active anymore.
I think
None of that stuff.
I think what it is now is a reality. Is a reality now whereby this is a new generation, and they're not going to go into a library and get the red books and the encyclopedia or so. They're just going to use their phone. That's a new world that we're in now, and it's got to be managed as much as possible because how things are now being developed, and even with the crowd strike and with everything which is happening, as O'Neill said, it's a percentage of computers got shut down. But guess what? Once it's out there, you're gonna get all different types of things because with Rishi Sunak gone, here conspiracy. With Keir Starmer coming, conspiracy. With Biden getting COVID, they say what? Trump got hit. Biden got COVID, and now crowd strike. Somebody's putting two and three together and getting 7,
Yeah,
10, 12
yeah,
and saying,
yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. But listen, I want to talk to Rosemary now about the Olympics. Rosemary, we're going to try to get some Olympics guys on. But yeah, what's going on? You keep the guys in lockdown in Germany Olympics, the Jamaican Olympic team. Yeah.
Well, we're happy to say that in Stuttgart we are hosting. Stuttgart is doing a fantastic job of hosting our athletes as they do their training camp
Yeah.
before heading over to Paris.
Yes.
I must say that they have laid out the red carpet for the team, and everyone is feeling very good about it. What we have to understand, Silborn, is that although the Olympics starts with some activities on the 24th, which is this coming week, right, of
Yes.
July, with I think the grand opening being on the 26th, what we have to realize is that all of our athletes, 99% of our athletes from Jamaica, are still competing in competitions in London. Tomorrow in London, I heard 6 of them are in London.
No,
Oh,
London was today.
Switzerland, up there in Luxembourg. I mean, there's still a lot going on. So I even met some ladies last week at the camp who are not there today or tomorrow because they're competing on, well, they weren't yet there yesterday or today because they're competing on Monday. So yes. So I've spoken to a few of them about being on. We're hoping that it will happen in the week, Silborn.
yeah.
Leave Stuttgart officially, from what I've been told, on the morning of the 24th. Of course, we're trying to gather a group together to go and wish them goodbye. But tomorrow, there's going to be a big event in Stuttgart tomorrow. And that's why I cannot stay long, because in a few hours, we have to drive there to get there
Yes.
by 6 o'clock. We are having the Stuttgart Marathon, or they call it the Stuttgart Lauf, tomorrow. And so our athletes are going to be on stage. They're going to be a part of this. We're expecting more than 20,000 people in downtown in Stuttgart, close to the
Wow.
Mercedes-Benz Museum and the big sport arena down there. And so, of course, we have everything Jamaican, the Jamaican Tourist
So
Board.
this is specifically for Jamaica.
This is, well, no, the Stuttgart run is teaming up because our athletes are there. The Jamaica Tourist Board's representative here, manager here, Mr. Gregory Shervington, saw it fit to see that on the 21st, that would be quite a good opportunity to team up and to do some joint marketing and activities while
Yes.
the team is here. So the Jamaica Tourist Board is going to be there tomorrow. Jamaica is going to be super represented. We have a DJ. He came in from Berlin. So it's going to be reggae all the time. We have a Jamaican food truck from Mr. George Llewellyn, who is a chef. He's popular here from Wuppertal, whipping up some nice patties and some curry chicken and fried plum and so on. And Jamaica Tourist Board gives the crowd just for getting some information about Jamaica, they give them a little like a little coupon for this for taste of Jamaica. It works fantastically. And then, not to mention that our reggae racers, Tommy and Senna, will be having their new car. They've teamed up with a new racing car with the formidable Porsche Racing. So the Jamaican car is going to be unveiled tomorrow as a Porsche car that the boys are going to be driving. So it's lots of excitement for tomorrow.
In Germany there.
Yes, in Stuttgart, we're going to be taking the place by storm.
Hey, Rosemary, what I have to say, so I went to Edwin Allen, and we have five athletes from Edwin Allen going to the Olympics.
Oh my God.
5. Silburn, I'm just saying 5. Actually, we have 7.
Yeah.
But St. Lucia and Dominic Grenada, they're both Edwin Allen grads. So we have Tia Clark, Akila Smith, Daniela Thompson, Brian Llewell, and Javon. Those are all Edwin Allen grads.
Wow. We're so proud of them. We're so proud of them. And you know
Kishan
what?
Thompson went to Gavamasi too.
Huh?
Kishan Thompson went to Gavamasi, yeah?
Never heard about her.
Kishan Thompson. Kishan Thompson.
Dion Emmons used to sit beside me at the orchestra high school.
But Kishan Thompson, ladies and gentlemen, Kishan Thompson, isn't he going to be the next fastest man alive?
Yes, he's a fastest of Gavamasi.
Yeah, he's
Mitchelltown, Clarendon.
Right. Yes, he's from
My
Mitchelltown.
Mitchelltown boy.
Yes,
that's right.
Marcia.
All the way out of Mitchelltown.
When you talk, you don't leave Gavamasi out of the argument.
Yeah, Garvey Marcia, them down there, sir.
Good evening, Paul. Paul Blackwood. Good evening. I'm just bringing in because I don't want to keep just sitting out there. How are you, Mr. Blackwood? Mr. Blackwood, can you hear us, Paul? Okay, I guess he's. Can you hear
Hello?
me? Can you hear me? Yes.
No, I'm not hearing you. You're
Yeah,
very low.
I'm very low.
Very
Yeah,
low, yeah.
well, you're hearing me then. You're
You
hearing
hear
me.
me? Oh, man.
Yes, he's hearing.
You're
What's the
hearing me.
Gavia Masio man?
Are you a Gavia Masio man?
No,
You
no,
hear
no,
me?
no, 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 no.
Are you from Gavia Masio?
No.
Which school you used to go to?
Wow. It's like I'm not really hearing you loud enough.
No,
Are you
he's
using a
not.
computer? Or are you
Probably
using
have
a
to.
phone?
Are you right? Probably have to turn it up or
My
something.
volume is booked.
Mm.
Mm.
Stillborn,
Huh?
Yeah,
Stillborn.
yeah.
I was trying from the other phone, but it's still
Oh,
low.
sorry.
Okay, Paul. Paul,
You might
can
have
you
to
try?
go out and come
Yeah.
back in.
Go out and come back again. Go out and come back again. Yeah.
We not come again.
No,
We,
man. I'm not hearing it. I was trying
yeah.
to
Come back. Yeah.
to listen from the other phone.
Okay. Yes. You're saying I'm gonna speak to him on the phone while you talk. You keep talking, Rosemary. Rosemary.
I just
I'm gonna have
wanted
a
to
chat with
say,
him. Yeah.
I just wanted to tell everyone the experience, especially from this occasion of the athletes coming to Stuttgart. Guys, anybody who's listening, wherever Jamaicans are in your area or in your neck of the woods and they are performing or they're doing anything, call up your embassy, call up the Jamaica Tourist Board, look out, see if any of our people are performing at any one of these meets or they're coming up to whether it's a diving meet. I mean, the gentleman that I went to see for the diving, Yona Knight Campbell, there were only two of us cheering for him in that stadium. And guess what? He has been chosen to be one of the captains of the Jamaica team. How about that? And he's
Oh,
been
that's nice.
doing so much good. Yona has been doing so much good back home, trying to bring swimming and diving to our Jamaican children, lobbying to get the stadium facilities really improved so that Jamaican children who can't afford it or have access to it get that. So I want to say, for me, it is such, you know what? It feels like Christmas because guess what? We're going on a caravan tomorrow. I have a sister from Erfurt, Dr. Wilson Wunsch, that's staying at my house tonight, who has become a friend. Jamaicans are connecting so that we can support these things. I met Rochelle, I met Patrick, I met so many people in Stuttgart that were just around the corner from me, and I didn't know they were there. So we're uniting around these things that we're so proud of. And it is a nice feeling, and I just hope that this continues. So tomorrow, from every side of Germany that can drive in, people are driving in from Bavaria just to be there and just to celebrate and just to be as one with our athletes and with our reggae racers. I mean, how good is that?
Yeah.
It's
And
great.
I mean,
I see that we have a hockey team and our hockey team won too.
Yes, the hockey team
I
won
didn't even know that
Canada.
Jamaica had a hockey team, girl. What we know about ice?
well,
well,
Jamaica went to they went on
bobsled.
the bobsled.
Yeah, but you know that was like years ago.
Downhill skiing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Well,
got
we won the hockey. We won
they got
hockey.
break dance. They got even break dance then. I used to break dance. I was thinking
Silver.
about going join the break dance.
All right,
Silver.
Mr. Breakdancer.
Silver.
Be careful what you say, Herbert. Think about what you're saying before. Think
Let's
ahead.
let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
I
What?
mean, it's only fair that for the athletes that have brought so much joy to Jamaicans wherever we are in the world.
Mm,
It's only fair that we support them
yeah.
because we expect them to win, but we do not expect to support them.
Yeah. Because you have what, about
Yes.
54 or 56 athletes, Rosemary, that's representing about 54 or 56 athletes.
You know what? I cannot comment on that in any competent way because I do not know. I would have to speak with the team manager and so on, or yes, the supervisors. I do not know for sure. I want to make a comment though that in my discussions with the athletes, and I've tried to speak with several of them, I made it sure that they understood that we would love it if they win. But even if they don't, they have our support. Because that's another way we go wrong. We're so used to winning
Yeah.
that we just like brush people off, you
Yeah.
know, so they're not winning and they're not in the top. I had a great conversation and a great meet with Hansle Parchment, and the German newspaper has been focusing a lot on him. They've been interviewing him and other athletes also. I think it's Shay, she's in the 400, in the 100-meter hurdles, and some others. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that because I'm not. There's so many of our athletes that I'm still trying to get a grip on who's doing what. But so that our athletes know that they're representing by being an Olympian athlete and being at the Olympics. That is a
A
phenomenal
victory itself.
achievement anyway. You know what I mean? So we have to make sure that they feel that and that they feel the respect for that. And that we as Jamaicans, that we're kind to them to understand what it takes to perform, what it takes to train, to deliver, what it takes to get that mental fitness and that physical fitness, and to appreciate it and respect it. So I have a newfound respect for our athletes. I'm on their bandwagon. Anything positive and wonderful for Jamaica and our Jamaican people, like, you know, it's like your skin just your blood a boil. You just want
Your
to go
skin
to
catch a fire. Your skin catch a fire.
Hear them say your skin catch a fire. That's right.
Well, at this, you have been doing some fantastic work, Rosemary, especially with the racers recently. The one that came on the show, Senna, and is
Yes.
it Senna and what's the other guy name?
Senna
Senna and
and Tommy and Senna, yes.
yeah, and you already sold out for them, and also the other gentleman and these runners now. You're really
Yes.
actually pushing it for that. It shows that there's things in Jamaica that if we're not careful, we can miss out on these bits and pieces of Jamaica because we sometimes focus, if we're not careful, on the politics, the constitutional reform, and all those other things. And there's another massive life which is happening out there that we need to really zero in on. Do you think we sometimes miss out on these aspect of things because of focusing on those other things?
Yes, we do. Sometimes when it comes to our athletes and our athletic program, we have set the bar so high,
Yeah.
right? The people who don't know how to run have set such a high bar for the athletes themselves, and I think it's unfair. Leave them, let them do their thing, support them, yes, but do not say you want 5 gold medals or 6 gold medals because they're not the only ones running. They're competing against other people. We don't know
Yeah.
what they're bringing to the table.
Yes.
Right.
So I think we get so used to winning, we become ungrateful.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Can I say something to Silborn?
Yeah.
I would like to make a point about that too, because I think there is some truth to that, because even, you know, I mean, I was at track and field meet last week Sunday, where our athletes were. They were participating. It was a German, like the German Masters, sort of, you know, and some local athletic clubs were there at the field, right there close to the stadium in Stuttgart, doing their competition. Let me tell you something. When you look at the faces of German people and children in athletics, they revere, they hold, they honor our athletes. You should see how they were lining up to get a signature or a picture. Let me tell you, I wish that our people, every child in Jamaica, everyone in Jamaica could witness that moment.
Yes.
I had to stand there and swallow hard. There were so many things going through my mind. And it's not just the athletes, you know, it's not just standing there and seeing how other people treat our Jamaicans. I want other Jamaicans to treat their own brothers and sisters just as good and even better, even if they're not excelling at athletics. The mere fact that they are Jamaica. And so I keep preaching that although we miss out on things, what we can't miss out on is that our Jamaican, this new kind of a patriotism that says everything Jamaican needs to be protected, needs to be taken in a proud way. It's not utopia and it's not something that's not attainable, but we have to really think it through, you know, and take it seriously. I wish everyone could have seen young German boys and girls, and also older ones, just wanting to get a picture with one of our athletes that probably nobody knew about yet because they haven't won a gold medal yet. I just want to bring that to the fore. It was
I think
Yeah.
absolutely
so.
emotional.
Mm.
I think the Jamaican athletic brand is super strong. I think if you just look at it, it's probably one of the most in the US in Jamaica with champs with Grace Kennedy and what
Yeah.
they have done is a I think when you go to Jamaica, we celebrate our athletes. There's a documentary on Netflix going on, and Noah Lies and a bunch of Americans went to Jamaica. And one of the things that Noah Lies said was, I wish the Americans would revere the athletes
Yeah.
like the Jamaican revere their
Yeah.
athletes.
I saw
Right.
that
There are
interview.
more we could do, but the
Yeah,
one thing I would give Jamaicans credit for, they revere their athletes to the point where Noah Lyles was talking about how he went to a
yes,
hotel and they're like, hold on, you can't stay in this room. We got to upgrade you to this room. Right.
Yeah.
And people recognize him in the street in the US. He's like, they pass me in the airport and they don't even say hi. Right. So I
But
think there's something in our Jamaican culture when it comes to athlete, where the Issa that supports Grace Kennedy and the champs, and now we have the one of the Diamond League in Jamaica, where you see all the big athletes are going to Jamaica. Jamaica is now a destination for other athletes to go train.
Can I
but
just
you
say,
agree.
isn't this a testament then, or positive effect of the Jamaican government at the same time? Isn't that some credit to the Jamaican government?
Yeah, I think you
No.
have to give
I,
credit. I,
I
I
Wait,
would
think
wait,
you
wait,
have
say
to
wait,
give
wait, wait, wait,
some.
wait, wait.
You have to give
no.
some credit to the private sector and their investment in our young men and women athletes. You got to give credit. I think the Jamaican government is coming around. I think Babs Grange is the Minister of Sports and Culture.
Mm.
I think they're doing more. I think there are more they could do to support the down tier
Mhm.
athletes. And what I mean by that, to your
Yeah,
point, Rosemary, the ones that don't win an Olympic medal, we have to also prop them up when they come back. Vice is only prop up the 5 or 6 or 7
Yeah.
athletes. So I think there's a lot that the government could do in terms of stipend. You
yeah.
see other country where like the UK Silverburn, where if you're an Olympic, you get a stipend so you could go train for
Yeah.
4 years. I think there are more that we could do to support the athlete more broadly.
Okay, let's take a pin there, Herbert, before I come to you.
Yeah.
Paul, can you hear us, Paul?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, loud and clear. Okay, fantastic. Well,
Okay.
thank you so much for joining. Paul, you stay right there. Don't move. Herbert,
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
saying that point. You said no, point blank.
Yeah. I wouldn't say a testament to the government because there are times when athletic associations or clubs have to be begging for support. Take, for example, Omar McLeod, right? In an interview at the recent trials, he said
Mm.
the attention that he got when he came back as a gold medalist in the recent Olympics was far from ideal, right?
Yes.
In comparison to other gold medalists when they returned to Jamaica.
Mm.
Okay? And it goes to show that sometimes depending on your background and your circumstance,
Yes.
people will go out of their way to support you. They can either build you or they can either break you.
Okay. Okay. All right. No problem. I'm gonna. Rosemary. Thanks. Cause I know you got to get your sleep in. Cause now 12 o'clock in Germany, isn't it?
Right. 12 o'clock, and we're waking up at 4:30. We have to drive
Four
at
thirty. So
we
you
have to
you
drive
and
at 5:30 because the roads are going to be blocked for the marathon. So in order to get in with our car and to be
yes.
able to bring in stuff, we have to be there
Yeah.
before 6:30.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I'm not going to keep you. And of course, we're going to have to talk again about the relief, bird
yes,
relief with different
yes,
person, Professor Rosalie Hamilton, and all those sort of things.
yes,
Because I had the
yes,
High Commission the other day talking about it. But then I want to talk to persons on the ground, separate and
yes.
apart from government at the same time that work is going on as well. So,
Lots
um,
going on with the church support, and we're getting the help in.
yes. So thank you so much again. And thanks for coming on and have your rest. Make sure and put your alarm clock on.
I know. I know. A bunch of us are in this house going. My son's gonna photograph and all of that. So it's a whole family affair. Thank you guys. Thank you, my Jamaican family. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Anybody listening, if you're close to Stuttgart, head on down tomorrow. It's gonna be Jamaica all the way. Next time we have to run in that marathon.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. The black, green, and
Silver.
gold.
Yeah. Wait. Now listen. Before you go, Rosemary. I
Yes,
want to introduce Paul. So you might want to hear a little bit what Paul has to
yes,
say.
of course,
Well, Paul
certainly.
is another Jamaican who is here in the UK. And Paul is doing a presentation on 2 days at the Kensington Town Hall. Paul Blackwood has been a trailblazer as an artist for over 30 years. You don't look like 25, and will not be slowing down anytime soon. He specializes in abstract collage and landscape pieces inspired by the beautiful island of Jamaica. All original pieces are oil and canvas. Some pieces are textured to give a 3D effect. You know, Paul, welcome and thank you so much for coming on the show. I know you also have to go to your bed because you have a busy day tomorrow as well.
Sure.
Good evening, good
Right,
evening, and
so
thank you
let
for
me
joining us on the
Evening.
conference.
idlers.
Evening.
Where's Herbert?
So let me only la two idlers.
So,
No.
So
yes,
Paul,
sir.
tell us about tell us about yourself and what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, I have to give honor to the Most High God for this opportunity to be
Yes.
here in London and to be sharing with you guys on this wonderful platform. Well,
Yes.
my journey as an artist has started from way back, from in the early 60s, when I started to go to primary school. I
Mm.
remember the first day I went to school, I think it was about 1967, I think, and the teacher asked us to just draw anything. That was the first item in the program, just express yourself. And I remember I did a coconut tree, right? And that coconut tree, the teacher was so impressed that he sent it from grade 1 to grade 9 to show what a grade 1 student did. And then I leave primary school to secondary school, was doing the art, and then I leave it, started doing mechanic, I started to I think what was it, machine shop work and electrical installation. And then when I migrated to Kingston in 1982, I started painting again, and I start my craft really. My career really started at Trafalgar Road. I don't know if any of you guys remember seeing some painting along the streets in Trafalgar Road in New Kingston.
In
Yes,
the
that's where
90s.
Yes, that's where my university started.
What
We
is it?
formed a group called the Trafalgar Artists Cooperative, you know, and we have Akiwale Walters and Courtney Morgan and Titus Wright and Vincent Richards and Light Down and Danny Walters. There's a whole cherry Stewart, about 9 of us used to sit along the fence, the roadside there, and they do our paintings. So that's where it really started. I remember the day when I started, June 20th, 1982. I started painting. And the rest is history. God has been fantastic and awesome in my life. I mean, it's a fantastic and wonderful journey. And I don't think I would have to swap my career for anything else in this world. And for me, I don't really work because I'm having fun doing it, and I get paid for doing it, so it's just awesome.
So
Yeah, Paul.
so this event, which is Rosemary, feel free at any time if you want to go. But I just wanted you to stay. You might want to ask Paul any
No,
question, if anything.
I'm very interested in what Paul
You're
is
gonna take him
saying.
to Germany. Yeah, take him to Germany.
Yes,
Take everybody to
yes,
Germany, there,
yes.
Paul.
Paul has to have an exhibition here because our area is very hot for
Very hot.
South Germany. There's a lot of culture in this area, and there's also a lot of resources to
Okay.
invest in art.
Yeah.
Yes, Bruce.
So Paul,
I would love that. I would really love that.
so Paul, tell us about. So tell us about the event today and tomorrow. The purpose here, the 2 days.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I was invited to this Parallax Art Festival from 2020 July, but because COVID came and it all just went into, it didn't, you know what COVID did to all of us. Everything was cancelled. So I reached back out to the organizers and asked them if they were going to have it this year. And they said yes. So I asked them if it's possible to, and they said sure. So I did what I needed to do in terms of making the application, and here am I. So today was a very wonderful day. I met so much wonderful people, and luckily for me, I've invited some of my family. And my family in turn up, man. I tell the family come from left, right, and center. We had a wonderful day today. And
That's
tomorrow
Yes.
is the final day. We start at 11 a.m. and finishes at 5 p.m. at the Kensington Town Hall. So I'm inviting all who are listening to pop by tomorrow after church, or wherever you go tomorrow. Just come by and see some Jamaican art. I will to talk to whoever comes in and have a nice conversation about the art and what it's been doing in Jamaica and what the art has done for me. It's a wonderful journey, my brothers and sisters. And I always have to go back to giving God thanks for this wonderful gift. He said that your gift is going to make room for you. Yes. So I'm a true testimony of that word. Yes, my gift has really made exceptionally wonderful, beautiful, fantastic ways for me. So I'm grateful. Very grateful.
And one other question I wanted to ask you was what places, because I understand you have some of your exhibits at the High Commission in the UK, Prince Consort Road.
Yes. Well, funny enough, my first exhibition I did was in 1985. And I leave my beautiful island of Jamaica and did my first show in Brixton. I don't know, any of you guys know St. Matthew Meeting Place in Brixton?
St. Matthew.
Is it St. Matthew's Church?
Yes. That's where we did our first exhibition, Trafalgar Artists Cooperative. We came up and did it there. And I came back 86 and do a host a show all over London and Nottingham and, come back in, I think it was 98 at Jamaica National and do some more shows. Then I come back 2000, 2001. But I made a long break. I've been here for about 18 to 19 years break. I've been back to London. So it's so nice, refreshing to be back in London, man. Lot of memories,
And Herbert, just to let you know, he's a good mate of Gary. Our man Gary. Gary.
Yeah. So I have to be careful what I say about Gary, right?
So Paul, you might know there's a place on Knutsford Boulevard. It's an art shop. It's been there for probably 30 years. You know where the old Hilton used to be? The hotel, and you come right at that corner.
Yes.
There's an art shop. That art shop been there for 30 years.
Yes.
That's a place that I go every time I go to Jamaica to go find Jamaican art.
Okay, cool.
The one thing there's a piece that you've done. I don't know if you did it, but I think you did it. It's called Gully Bank. I've been trying to get my hand on that piece for a long time.
Well, talk to me. I'm here.
So I'll show you something. Hold on. I'll show you something.
Only like to show off, So.
Yeah, I like to show off. Look, ever ready.
Oh,
hold on. Let me big it up with O'Neill. Wait, put it back on here. Okay.
Yes,
So
that's the best.
That look like Northliner from up Stepney going to Ochi.
It's what they call the bus. No, there's a name for the bus. Jolly bus? No.
No. Jolly bus is Kingston bus, man. Country bus, that man.
Isn't that a Shaka Zulu?
No, it's the bus that used to go to Country Route. There's a name for it. I think they call them Ever Ready bus. All the market
They've
people
already.
from, yeah, all the countryside.
Pack up enough things on top of it. My grandmother used to come from up Stickley.
Yes,
Coming
yes.
There's
down
a
with
bus company called Everready.
So
Yeah.
Paul, are you located in London, or you just do exhibit in
No,
London?
I came up from Jamaica, specific for this parallax exhibition. I was invited, so I came. Yes.
So you have so where in Jamaica is your people can find your artwork?
Man, well, Island Art in it is Ligoni. But I do most of my art. People normally contact me. They want my painting mostly
Okay.
because the Pegasus Gallery and Mutual Life Gallery has all closed down. So
Okay.
I think you can find my painting online. PaulBlackwoodArt.com.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes.
So do you go to places like New York?
Oh yes, man. New York is my second home from Jamaica in terms of art. I do a lot of shows in New York and Canada, Washington, Maryland, all over, Connecticut,
Next time you
Florida,
come Washington or Maryland or Virginia, I'm in Virginia, Paul.
and Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Well, we need to hook up, man, because I'll be there. I'm going to go back to the States next week, Thursday. And I'm
I'll
going
get
to
your
be
contact from Silburn.
sure.
And
Yeah.
Sure.
I've put your website details there on the screen, Paul. You may not
Yes,
see it on it for paulblackwoodheart.com, isn't it?
yes. That's my
Yes.
Yeah.
website.
Yes.
Silborn,
You
could you
can send an
also give
email.
Yes.
could you
Rosemary, you
give
want
me
to say
my what?
something here, sir? Yeah.
Yeah, let's lay the rose.
Yeah. Rosemary, you want to say
Yes.
something here?
Could you also give Mr. Blackwell my WhatsApp? I
Yes.
Please.
want I'll do some connections here for him.
Yes. I'll
Yes,
I'll I'll send that through to him as well. Definitely.
Yeah.
yes.
Definitely.
And Lady Rose, I must tell you from now, if you're going to invite me to Germany, please make it in the summer, okay? I don't travel out of Jamaica to winter months, so.
And the
I,
show that I would have loved for you to participate in, it's a
Send
show
mhm.
me
that
visa.
usually starts from October to December. So I'm gonna
Oh
have
my
to
God. OMG.
where,
But there's
where you
something
could
called
come for the
London.
vernissage. You
Yes,
could
for
come
the,
for the vernissage and maybe two other events in October and
okay.
then visit us again in the summer. But we do have a very
October is not
active
bad.
art association here, and
Yes,
there are some easy ways to get in and to make sure that we get your work out there. So yes, I'd love to talk to you about it. I asked Silborn to give you my WhatsApp number and then we can connect. Yes, and
thank you.
hopefully something
I'm looking
positive.
forward to that so much. I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it.
Yes.
Because you know what happens? You know what happened quickly before you go, Rose? It's like a lot of people know about Jamaica for the reggae music and
Yeah.
the athletics, but they don't know much about the art and the statesmanship. Jamaica is a very vibrant country and there's so much wonderful things. We want the world to know about Jamaica.
Yes.
You have
Yeah.
some brilliant artists born and bred in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
But
I totally agree.
they haven't gotten exposure like
precisely.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Because you know what is funny? Sometimes,
Yeah.
I remember when we came here in the 80s, we were asked the question a lot of times when we came with Trafalgar Artists Cooperative, if it was the government who sponsored us, I'm saying, no, we go into our pockets and sponsor ourselves. We
Mm.
do it. Oh, yeah, because we want to spread the art, man. We want to share it.
Yes.
We
Yes.
Jamaican love to share our roots and culture. 'Cause it's so rich,
Yes.
you know?
And
Yes,
that's why the expressions are so phenomenal and so
So do you
right.
engage with the
like
Edna Manley School?
How was that?
Do you engage with the Edna Manley School?
No, I mean, I think it was what? After I started painting them from June 82, I went to Edna Manley for a 5-month course
Yeah.
just to do some portraits, but that was it.
Okay.
Just pass through, really. But my university is on 32 Trafalgar Road in New Kingston.
yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
know
yes,
exactly
Yes,
where that is.
yes,
yes,
that's my university.
I think
yes,
I think when I was stationed in Kingston, I used to ride on Trafalgar Road a lot.
Yes. You
So
see the paintings?
I probably pass. Huh?
Yes, man. You see,
So
all of you,
well,
what?
we are proud. I'm so proud. I'm so
Yes.
proud
You
of
see,
you.
all of you wonderful persons on this program, you'll be surprised to know how well you can paint. You guys don't try. They say the largest cemetery is where unused talents are buried. A lot
Yes,
of
Mm.
us can paint, but we don't try.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
True.
we do other things. 'Cause maybe I could be a lawyer too, like some people online, or I could be a doctor, a nurse, or something else. Let's
And
stick
we
to
still
art.
come from Ochi.
You see, yes,
Well, what I have up here is the flyer for Paul Blackwood Art invites you to
yes.
Art Fair, where he'll be showcasing his paintings, Kensington Town Hall. That's in London
It's
here.
not. Is
Uh,
that the sorry, is that the Spanish bridge in Portland?
Yes, sir. Right. Good guess. Yes, it is. It is Spanish
Oh,
Bridge.
oh man.
yeah,
You
yeah.
should notice it's not Ochi Silburn, by the way.
That is not
It's
bullshit.
Portland. The most
No,
beautiful parish.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
we
Yes,
got our own painting somewhere else, you know.
trust me. Portland. Portland. I am from Westmoreland, but Portland is the most beautiful part. Listen, man. You need to
Say that one more time there, Paul, so
Portland is the most
Silburn could hear.
beautiful parish on the island of my beloved Jamaica. I'm from Westmoreland, but in a part. Truth is truth.
And Ochius is not a
You,
parish.
you ever been to Frenchman Cove in Portland, any of you?
Yes, so
Oh
beautiful.
my
Yeah.
gosh, man. Beautiful.
So
And,
Yeah.
beautiful.
and Ochi is not a parish.
Which is
Oh boy,
Let's say
Silburn.
Ochuris is a place where you got to get a visa to go Ochuris. I said, well, it's a different Ochuris is a different country, and I mean,
nice little city,
nice little city here.
Yes,
There
yes,
it goes. There it goes from the
yes.
authentic Peter. It's a nice little city. But yeah,
That's me.
but please feel free to join, and of course, we promote you as well. And I must say, it was the High Commission who actually reached out to me and told me about Paul Blackwood here, and I said, let me just move on it fast, because of the fact that you have in the exhibition today and tomorrow.
No.
You're gonna go to Germany, and then you go to Virginia as well,
Yes,
and
Yeah.
man.
just with
Oh
all the
yeah.
different.
Definitely. And
So
then anybody listening in London right now, go support Paul tomorrow.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
Would
yeah,
appreciate that. Would appreciate that,
yes.
Because
I will
we
be
love
able
to have our
because
people
I'm working.
to pop by. And
Yeah.
there are one or two paintings there. The one on the flyer, if you
Yes.
notice, it's you won't see it because it's online, but the original painting is there. It's a collage. So the thatch house is made out of crocus bag, but we call it, well, you guys here call it burlap, but we call it crocus bag of Jamaica. Crocus bag. So I cut the house out in the crocus bag, and then I glue it onto the canvas and then paint it.
What is it?
Mm.
So it's a touch one of the Wackland Dab house. Because I started in a touch house in Westmoreland. My parents have 13 kids, 8 boys and 5 girls.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And we started
Wow.
in a touch board house in Westmoreland.
Wow.
But the truth is, our parents started off to love God and love others and be kind and be loving and work
Mm.
hard and be ambitious.
Yes.
So what our parents is not what our parents leave for us, but normally what the parents leave in us that makes a difference.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah.
What's so great about what I'm seeing? The lines and the detail.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as you just said, your university was on Trafalgar Ward. It just
Yes,
tells
sir.
you the talent that you have. Just looking at this, that Silburn is showing, you're super
Yeah,
talented,
that one is
and
good.
Thank you.
it's really
Yes,
the
I agree.
lines. It's
I
really
agree.
good.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Give
And
God
by the way,
thanks, man.
yeah. And by the way, how was Westmoreland being impacted from your perspective and the families with Hurricane Beryl?
All right. Well, from what I've learned, it didn't do too much damage to Westmoreland, really. So we are
Mm,
grateful. 'Cause our homes, of course, that's where I'm from with my family, and no one suffer any loss in terms of damage to their properties and stuff like that. You know, maybe
That's
one or
good.
two persons have, but I don't think it's that like in Clarendon and Manchester and some part of St. Elizabeth. It's on the news that it really devastated the place. But we
yes,
still
yes,
give God thanks because, I mean, if that thing came right across Jamaica, then it would sweep us. And then, God is always shielding us. We are such a blessed little country.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
we are such a blessed little country, man.
Listen. Well, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, please follow paulblackwoodart.com. I'm actually following you on Instagram. You're on Instagram as well, isn't it?
Yes,
I
I
think I
am.
tagged
Yes,
you. Are you
yes,
on Facebook as well? And
yes, sir.
you're on Facebook as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So paulblackwoodart.com. Just look for him and support
Mm.
the artistic painting of a fellow Jamaican making waves internationally as well. Any last word, guys, before I release Paul and release Rosemary, so
No,
they can.
I'm contacting Paul because that Gully Bank, I forgot where I saw it, and
Yes,
someone. So the fact that we're meeting just telling me I should get that art. So that
yes, it
Gully
is.
Bank art piece.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think if it's a Gully Bank, I'm thinking about is a collage piece, you know. Because
Mm.
what I use sometimes on the canvases, you see, like the fence, like you have a zinc fence. I use the real zinc, you know, cut the zinc out, glue it on and paint it to give it a 3D effect. Real zinc.
Mm.
You can see the zinc popping off the canvas.
Oh wow,
Yeah, yes.
that's
Yes,
why
man.
it's so vibrant.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of talent. I'm so happy that I stayed on to listen to you, Paul. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is all, man. And God bless you with your marathon tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
No, she's not running, you know, Paul.
She's not running.
No, no,
She
no, no, no,
she
no,
will
no.
run walk tomorrow.
No.
I just making it look like Jamaica is just running, winning,
Yes.
doing all of that.
Amen.
She
Amen.
Jamaican ambassador in the reality of this, let me see. Yes, this is
Mm.
correct. This is correct. None of us are in Jamaica right now. None of us are in Jamaica right now. You are in London, Paul. I'm in London. O'Neill is in Virginia, and Rosemary is in Germany. Herbert, oh wait there, Herbert, yeah, in London as well. but, the,
All
but the
ambassadors.
reality is this. The reality is this. Anything happen, if we do anything bad, they will say Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
Mean to say that we are ambassadors, you know what I mean? And therefore,
Yes.
if we do anything good, well, normally they normally say British Jamaican.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
They
yeah,
say German Rosemary.
yeah.
But if it is everybody, it's a Jamaican born. So what I'm trying to say right there's that ambassadorial position that we're all in
Yes.
those overseas, and that is
Yes.
why sometimes when anything happen, Paul over here, like some incident or some shooting, black people or Jamaican say, please, let it not be a Jamaican. Let it
It's
not be a Jamaican.
True.
is it that people are more say disappointed that a Jamaican was involved in certain activities?
You mean like what I said a while ago?
Yeah.
Well,
Would you consider it more of a disappointment where they're saying he's that's out of character? He was not we did not see him in that light.
mm.
Like Ben Johnson, for example.
Oh, you mean like Ben
Yeah.
Johnson?
Yeah.
Listen now, stick up in 1988 when Ben Johnson won that goal, you know. I was in Downsview in my brother's apartment, and I remember the Prime Minister of Canada, Brian Mulroney, get up and come on TV and say, hey, Canadian Ben Johnson. Listen, man, and when it came out that it was, they found steroid, the
Jamaican.
next news, Jamaican born Ben Johnson. I will never forget that. So,
Yeah, we all
Steve,
remember
when you was making the statement, that was precisely what came back to memory. Jamaican born Ben Johnson. He's not nothing to do with Canada again.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that was so ridiculous. I don't forget that one.
But it's not like Otrius born media personality Silburn.
Yes.
Well, that was
Jamaican
the
born.
word, man, you know what I mean? No,
Well,
you're right. You're right. If anything, they would say Ochiborn Jamaican. They would say Jamaican. Ochiborn Jamaican.
well,
My
from
word.
this Olympics, I predict that the fastest man in the world is gonna be that one that's hailing from where?
Mitchelltown.
Mitchelltown in
Mitchelltown.
Clarendon.
Okay. What's
Yeah.
his name again?
Kishane Thompson.
Kishane
Kishane.
Thompson.
We'll make sure.
The thing is that every race since the last 3 weeks, his times is getting better.
Better.
It's like every time he runs, and it's as if he's not trying yet.
Yeah, it seems effortless.
I think the recent one was 9.7, wasn't it? Today I was reading something.
9.75 or something like that. But the good
Like
thing
that.
is that
7-7. Yeah, yeah.
is that
And
he's running and is if he's not trying. So when he's really ready, I think he could break Usain Bolt.
Well, let's
wow.
see.
Possibility.
Paris is
You,
really ready
you said,
for it and the excitement.
you said, Robbins, you said happy that he's going there, but you said, I'm sure you said, please, nobody, don't touch that dial. But listen, Rosemary, listen, have a good night. Thank you so
Thank
much for that.
you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you
Paul,
so much, my brothers and sisters.
Good
You
night,
have a
Rose. See, have our successful day tomorrow.
yes,
yes,
yes, yes. I'm gonna tell them about all you guys, right? And
yes,
Okay,
yes.
Rose.
You
yes,
see, I want you to go to your bed, That's why I'm saying, like, I want you to go to your bed. I don't want when next thing you look up and it's 5:30. You ever had that
exactly.
moment? You ever had that situation whereby you're supposed to go somewhere and you wake up and realize you're 2 hours late or something like that?
I know.
Yeah.
And you still keep going. You still keep going because that spirit of being Jamaican, it's like
Yeah.
no other.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
yes. All right.
Okay, you
Thank you,
guys.
Rosemary.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
Appreciate
good
you.
it.
night.
Bye.
Have a
Bye.
good
Bye.
night. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, Lady Rose. Have a good one.
Yes. Cheers.
One love every time, family.
All
Yeah. So
right,
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah,
And
Night,
Paul.
Paul.
All the best for you, Paul.
Thank you.
With your venture, and thank you for coming on, and thanks for Anne Marie Pinckney for linking us up. I don't know if
Yes,
she's
sir.
on or so, but I told her that you're gonna come on tonight. That we support, and one of my dream is to for the show to always bring in persons who are celebrating Jamaica and pushing Jamaica, because as we have said many times with O'Neill and Herbert, the narratives, if you really look out there, you think the boy Jamaica bad and gone dead, you know what I mean? But when you really pull back a second, you realize, hang on a second, let me make sure I get this right. You have Jamaicans who are out there excelling and doing different things, so we need to zero in on them
Yes,
and
sir.
don't let politics sort of cover, and mar the excellence of our people. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
That is something definitely. So as a prophecy man as well,
Yes, sir.
we went to the we link, we are church brothers. You know what I mean? From the
Yeah.
Yes.
original.
That's good.
Original, you know.
So, Paul, I'll be in contact with you because there's a couple pieces that I like.
Okay. I'm looking forward for your response, man. God bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
definitely.
named Carlene said each of you should have Paul's painting in your background. Well, Paul, we got to
No,
synchronize.
there you go, Paul. I'll replace. See my background painting?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll replace this with with one of your paintings.
Yeah.
Okay, great, great,
Yeah.
great, man.
Yeah. Carlene said each of you should put. Herbert, we got to organize for you to have a painting
Yeah, yeah,
behind you,
yeah, yeah.
and my backdrop here or something like that. So let's
Yes,
sort that out or something like that.
I
Paul.
might
great.
be in some
Sorry.
sometime next month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
thank
Any
you.
last word, Paul? Any last word, Paul?
No, well, I just want to give God thanks. Listen, you hear me talk about God every time, sir,
Yes.
because
Yes. Of
if I
course.
know
Of
Him,
course.
me not there,
Yes. Yes.
there's no me without Jesus, eh?
By His
So I
grace and
have
His
to give
mercy.
thanks. I don't discuss religion, I just talk about my Jesus, and if you don't like it, well, that's it. He has
Yes.
done so much wonderful things for me, and I'm happy, and I'm just like, sometimes I think about it, and I say, I might be the happiest man alive. You know why? Because
Mm.
I have Jesus, and I have a wonderful talent and a wonderful family. My sweet wife, Carlene, is somewhere here. I don't know if it's my wife saying that message. I'm
Well,
a
yeah,
sister.
yeah, she said
Uh,
it true. I saw it. She
well,
said it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a
well,
sister named Carlene, and,
that
and
might
my
be
wife
Paul.
named
Oh, we
Carlene.
don't know. Okay, I don't know which one it is. Yeah.
Right.
No, Paul.
And so
That that may be
I'm just so
rehearsal.
excited. My daughter Sharky is the first time. She's just 13, and she's doing so well at Immaculate. So I said, okay, let's go to London and give her a little
Oh,
view of London. So she's been doing some little tourist thing around. So she
yeah.
went in, and my wife. We've been enjoying ourselves in London, man. And the weather was good yesterday and today. We are
Thanks for bringing, thanks
excited.
for, thanks for bringing that weather yesterday as well.
Yes,
Yes.
That's
very
good.
nice. So
When
I'm
did
just
you
happy
leave?
to be here, Silver and the rest of crew. God bless you guys, and let's
And,
keep the link going.
yeah.
Promote our beautiful island. There's so much things in Jamaica that a lot of
Yes.
people don't even know about in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Herbert wanted
So,
to say something. Herbert, you
When
yes,
wanted.
sir.
when do you leave?
I'm leaving on Wednesday to New
Oh
York
no.
City.
Okay.
Wednesday, or
I'll be
Thursday.
working. You're
Yeah.
leaving from
Oh,
Gatwick.
okay.
But I'll be doing a show Monday, in Birmingham, for a 3 hour show. Like I think I'm going to start this show at 6 o'clock and finish at 9.
Yeah.
At
Six,
the I
six,
think it's
6 in the morning.
Grosvenor. Huh?
Yeah.
6 in the morning.
No, 6 in
No,
the evening.
PM.
PM.
Paul, I
6
just
p.m. to
realized.
9 p.m.
Oh, I just realized something in it. It's your sister, and apparently, the links I sent you.
Yes,
I think you may have sent out the link for the
yes,
invitation to the show than the link for the Facebook for the YouTube.
right.
So the
Okay.
person that's why I'm seeing people trying to come in on the show
Oh,
because apparently you sent out the personal invite link
right. I did. I did.
and not,
I did.
and not the Facebook
Facebook link.
the YouTube link.
Ah, I
No,
see.
Because
I
I was
got
social
it.
coercion.
saying, who is this person? There's an Orlando here as well.
Yes, that's her husband.
Okay, right. Hi guys, hi Orlando and Carleen. They're all in the green room.
Okay.
That's coercion. That's coercion, Silburn.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's coercion.
They have visited London too, They have visited London too. So we are here as a family too,
Oh, they're
Okay.
in London as well.
Yes, they're in
All
London.
right. Okay.
They are in
Okay.
Bennington. I'm in Beckenham.
Oh, you're in Beckett. Oh, yes. That's where I
Yes,
walk in the
yes,
park in the
Beckenham.
morning.
Okay.
yes.
All right. Okay, Paul. Well, listen. All the best, man.
God bless you.
All the best,
and
Paul.
Yes,
thank you,
man.
sir.
And we're looking forward to link up, and I really appreciate this gesture. All right. God bless
Yeah,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All
All
the
right.
Take
best.
care, Paul.
Sleep well
One
tonight.
love.
Make sure you get up early.
Yes, can start 11 in the morning, so I have to get up
Yes.
and get out there.
You walk down there. You take a Uber. You walk.
No, man, I want to take the train, the national rail, then I take the underground.
All right. Make sure the door don't lock for you. Mind the gap. Mind the
But
gap.
yes, yeah, man. I remember that. I remember to mind the gap.
Mind the gap. See you later, buddy. Thank you, sir.
God bless. One love and thank you. Okay,
Amen.
okay. Bye bye.
Amen. Okay. Well, guys, listen, it's a good show tonight. I don't think we need to go any further.
No.
Yeah. Because it's been a long day for myself as well, celebrating my 30 years at my church as well tonight, being an MC. So that was a long one. And I think it was good for Paul to come on as well, and for Rosemary to come on as well, and to sort of take the show on a different level as well,
That was good, and it's good to showcase his art, because there's a place that I mentioned, on Nutsford Boulevard. Every time I go down, I go look for paintings there, because I've been starting to collect some paintings, and he normally has some really good painting. And then someone told me about the Gully Bank, and I'm like, and they're like, yeah, there's this guy named Paul, but I didn't know the last name at who did it. So I've been trying to find that painting for a while.
Yeah.
So it's good.
And it's good. And then and what's going to be very interesting is following up the Olympics and see if this title, Usain Bolt title, is going to be broken.
It's going to be broken.
I don't think it will be broken.
Herbert, it will be. Herbert,
Mm.
here's why I believe it will be broken. When you see this guy run,
I've seen him.
No, what I mean is that he's running a 9.75, and it's as if he's not trying.
Yeah.
So imagine when he's really focused and has the flow. I think he has a chance to beat, because I think for him to beat Noah Lyles, he's gonna have to really run fast.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a Jamaica and US for the 100 and the 200.
Yeah.
Right. That is gonna be the showdown. Is gonna be Jamaica and the US, 4x1, 100 and 200, and 4x2
in both men and women.
Yeah, both men and women. That's the. But you have what's the guy from Italy, the reigning Olympic champion, but
Marcel Jacobs. I don't think.
Yeah, he hasn't been as fit this year.
No.
But I think it's between Noah Lyles and our Jamaican and Thompson. So I'm looking for. I think he's not as flashy as Usain Bolt, but I think he could run.
Yeah,
he could run, and I think he's peaking at the right time. So we'll see.
And also, you think who is this coach, by the way?
Stephen Francis.
Okay, that's one. Okay, that's right. And maybe he's not even releasing all the full energy, the full what should I say, horsepower yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that when you just look him, it's like he's jogging.
Yeah.
Stephen Francis wants him to shut it down at 60.
And that's what he's been doing.
The man just say he doesn't know how to shut it down.
Yeah, but imagine what you just said, Herbert. If you just look at him running, and he's freeing up at 60. Imagine when he's doing a full throttle through.
Yeah.
So, all
Well,
right.
well, gentlemen, have a good night and rest well. Herbert, you guys are not idlers. Just to let this for the record, O'Neill and Herbert, you're not idlers. You're actually working. You know. Peace out, O'Neill. God
All
bless
right.
you, man.
All
Cheers. Herbert,
Later.
Herbert, peace out. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Man.
later.
All right, respect. Cheers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining tonight. And you know, we had a very interesting show with Paul Blackwood and also Rosemary Francis Binder, talking about what's going on in Germany with the Jamaican team out there, getting ready for the Olympics, and of course the possibility of Usain Bolt title being broken, but by a Jamaican. But by a Jamaican, not by an American, by a Jamaican. And remember to tune in to Paul Blackwood. His detail is right there, paulblackwoodart.com. Check it out as much as possible. Celebrating another Jamaican doing fantastic and awesome things in the UK, straight out of Jamaica, straight out of the yard. And for those who joined in tonight, remember to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would most appreciate that. Those on TikTok as well, go on to the YouTube Silburn TV. Those on Instagram, remember to go on to the YouTube as well. You can see the more of the show, and you can share it as much as possible as well. And yeah, that's it. And something we're going to be talking about at some other time is about the Minister of Foreign Affairs said something that there's been some changes in the Constitution, I think in section 61. But anyway, we'll talk about that some other time. Okay, God bless you and have a good night. Peace out. Cheers. Bye.